Love a jumper option, me.
Yeah, so these three, I'm going to wear this one.
Okay.
And to go with that,
Yeah.
these three options. You've got a simple blue, you've got that one, which is worth a little look. That could be a bit of a winner.
Yeah, sort of an M&S vibe.
Are those the only trousers you've got?
Yeah.
Might get you an adult belt. Yeah, so you'll want pants.
Right. I've got I've got pants.
For wearing my clothes, you'll need pants. Fashion's not about being comfortable, is it?
Is it
Not
not?
what it looks like, it's about what you look like. Also, you can just generally keep an eye on my hair, because it can look a bit, you know.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll keep an eye on it. Did you put your hair food in this morning?
Yeah, does it look like I haven't?
No, it looks good.
Blue skies over rolling hills. You can stand in the rain. I'm ready for the break in the clouds. You can stand in the rain. I'm ready for the break in the clouds.
And I'll just get in shot and we can
Yeah.
see what that looks like.
Yep. Shooting a porno.
Yeah.
We can put that in the video when it starts.
So filming this morning was scheduled to start at 9:30 a.m. We didn't quite hit that time, did we, Tom?
I watched the podcast. There's flowers here.
Yeah. Aren't usually here, those flowers.
You don't usually have flowers where you put your head to sleep.
Once with an ex, it was Valentine's night and she put some petals on the pillow.
But not of ours.
It's a bit of set dressing.
It's a bit of set dressing.
That's a bit of set dressing right there.
Bit of Wragg and Wragg set dressing.
Tom's done the costumes today.
Tom's done the costumes.
I've actually got Tom's trousers on,
Tom's socks on.
Tom's socks on, and actually Tom's jumper on.
But not
Your pants.
or
T-shirt.
your t-shirt. I'm wearing me, and me, and me. I
Oh,
counted my watch. Do you count your watch in your costume?
Can do.
Me. This episode is called
Romance.
Romance. Finally. With each other in lockdown for 2 months, then we've been apart for 2 months. Heard you had a couple of dates in Cheltenham.
Yeah, I had a couple of dates in Cheltenham. One with quite a young girl. She was like 20.
Good. Legal.
And one with a slightly older girl who was about 30.
Woman.
So I'm sort of in the middle there. I'm 26.
Right.
And, you know, I learned a lot from both experiences. What I learned from the younger girl was that she's too young for me.
Right. Can I hazard a guess on the older one? Too old for you?
She was too old, actually, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you learnt that. A steep learning curve.
I think it's just probably worth just going for someone similar to your age. Because what happened with the younger girl is she sort of... I hope she's not watching.
I hope she's watching. We need all the numbers. It's good for numbers. We'll be cutting our nose off.
Very quickly, she sort of wanted me to go and meet her mum and like have like a drink in the garden with her mum. It was a bit too quick for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking first date drink, second date dinner.
Yeah.
And then maybe 8th, 9th, maybe a little bit later on in the relationship, you meet the mum.
Sounds like she was looking for sort of a dad vibe from you. Come and meet my mum. Come and watch me play hockey.
The other girl was lovely.
Right.
She was Italian, actually.
Do you have a made-up name for her?
Sam. So Sam...
Italian. Really Italian? Was she really Italian?
Yeah.
Was she?
Yeah.
All right.
Italian Sam. She was also wonderful.
And this is the one where we learned she was too old.
She was too old.
Did you
What-
clock any of this before you met them? That the 20-year-old might be too young and the 30-year-old might be a little bit more mature, too mature for you?
You know what, Tom? Actually thinking about it now and talking it with you,
Sure.
she wasn't too old, the 30-year-old. You know, I'm quite mature, so...
Right.
You know, I'm quite wise, and she was too, and we sort of matched on that front.
Right.
But what it was that we haven't organised another time to see each other yet, really. But I'd still like to see you, Sam, if you're interested. Laura was too young,
Right.
but Sam wasn't too old.
Right. Plot twist. Could still be something there.
I think there still could be something there with Sam. I think she's got a reply to my message. Or I've got a reply to hers, I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember.
Yeah. Sounds like it's going well. Can't remember whose message Em replied to from a month ago. So that's what you've been up to. Those 2 dates, and anything else cooking in the last? I've seen you. You know, you go to a coffee shop, you get talking to a female barista. You know, you'll have a little. Yeah. You know.
Yeah,
that
flirt.
sort of- yeah, flirt.
Do you like to have a flirt? Flirty type of bloke?
You know, quite a lot's happened. I've kept quite a low profile in the romantic world, sort of focusing on my career, focus on my stand-up, focus on Wragg and Wragg. I've also got, you know, other revenue streams, which is just tutoring. I do tutoring. An older woman in Costa asked me whether I wanted a bite of her tiffin.
Did you have one?
No. It was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon in Brixton, Costa. it's not an arousing arena. The second situation was in Soho. I was out with a friend. A married woman made herself known to me. She gave me a number. I didn't call her. So I'm attracting the wrong sort of woman. Generally, Cal, I didn't really try to take advantage of those two situations of being quite monkish, just focusing on career and not really romance, really. But thinking maybe I'm thinking about a girlfriend. What about you, mate? You thinking about a girlfriend or?
Yeah, I'm thinking about a girlfriend.
Do you want to pause there and have a quick piss?
Sometimes I like to play around a little bit and go down an alleyway. Like yesterday when we did the Sally Sandra stuff, but I really enjoy just going down the alleyway and we might get something there.
Sure.
Just getting that balance.
Fair enough.
Just being open to me sort of throwing ideas.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You've got some lovely cutaways, which you might want to just put in now.
Here.
Here. There's a little juicer. You don't need a juicer at home in a kitchen if you've got Ned.
And here. Sort of what Ned wants, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what Ned wants. What Ned wants, Ned gets. Extremely juicy. Apps or in person?
I like to do in person, personally.
So in person for you, personally?
Personally speaking, in person. You sort of get that vibe, sort of get that connection. It's that physical presence that I like being near, which you sort of lose with an app.
I remember going on a Tinder date and meeting a girl in a bar. We ended up going out for a couple of months, but I probably wouldn't have approached her. Apps can be interesting like that, where you'll get yourself in a position where you meet people you wouldn't normally. But on the other hand, it's not always great because you get yourself in a situation where you meet people you wouldn't normally.
But did you go for have a relationship with this girl?
A couple of months, yeah. It was probably the best relationship I've had.
So that was an app?
Yeah.
So it's quite good then?
It's quite good, that. And what are you doing for your first date, Cal?
I'm sort of going for a walk. You?
Yeah. What did you say again?
Walk.
You walk.
Yeah.
Walks are good. Nature.
I was working the other day at a festival and there was a really beautiful girl.
Right.
Across the bar.
Right.
I went up to her.
Yeah.
And I said to her, "You're beautiful."
Yeah.
I said, "Would you like to go on a walk?" So you got lost there.
No. I'm found.
She said she had a boyfriend.
Did she?
I hope so.
Walking, cycling,
talking.
Maybe not cycling. Forget cycling.
Nobody sort of says, "Oh, do you want to meet up tomorrow?"
Yeah.
Just like first time cycling.
Yeah.
They fall off, they break their leg, maybe break their neck.
It's memorable.
Yeah.
Memorable. Have memorable dates. Their life would change after that.
It's also about knowing yourself, isn't it, Tom?
Right.
Because unless you know yourself, then you can't really kind of find that right person.
No.
Do you know yourself? Because if you don't know yourself, then who's she gonna know?
Who's she gonna know?
Not yourself.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
who's she gonna get to know then?
Well, someone else.
That's you?
A version.
Quite complicated, but yeah.
It's complicated, Tom, but then it's quite simple.
How are they going to fit in like the perfect jigsaw that you want them to into your life? So you got any advice for me?
You've got to fit with them, haven't you?
Yeah.
And that comes with conversations.
Right, you just find out whether you fit with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, do you know what I mean? I'm going to get up tomorrow at 8 a.m, I'm going to go for a run. And they'll be like, "Oh no, don't do that." And then you'll be like, "Well, you're not perfect for me."
Right, yeah.
But if you say, "I'm going to get up at 8 a.m. tomorrow and I'm going to go for a run," and they'll be like, "Great, do that. I'm going to go for a run also." And then you could go for a run together.
You want to be on the same page as them, Calum. You don't want to be on different pages to them. Sort of same but different.
I don't think you can choose that, can you? You meet someone, you fall in love, and you make it work.
Shall I say that down to camera?
You meet someone, you fall in love, sort of make it work. Because it seems to me, Tom, you're going in with a checklist of stuff. Like, is she same? Is she different? Are we going to fit in? Is she not going to fit in? And you've got this list. And it's like, put the list down, Tommy.
What you're saying is, before looking at app or person, don't make any preparations for what they're going to be like.
None of that. No preconceptions.
No preconceptions.
No judgments. Go in there like just as you, Tom.
Right.
Don't be someone else. Don't try and be someone else. And just be you. From that, I hope they'll love you, Tom.
We're on a bed. We could film a porno.
We could, yeah.
Could be good for numbers.
Wragg and Wragg.